Can you hear me? I'm testing stuff, so Heidi, when you go to do the recording, you'll have to cut all this out. I'm trying to make sure my computer will work. Hi guys, I'm having technical difficulties, so I'm on here twice trying to figure it out for tonight. So if you see me looking silly, that's why.
Hello, ladies.
Hello.
How's everybody
Hello.
doing? Okay, there we go. Oh, I've got my video on.
I'm having technical difficulties, so I'm doing good. I'm here, but I'm trying to get this figured out.
Oh, hi. Oh, your hair's getting so long.
Yeah, I love
My
it. So,
goodness, funky
so fun.
background thing. Hi, girls. I'm down at the new center, but
I
oh
know, I
my
was hoping
gosh.
we'd see something in the background, but it's got it
I know
blurred.
I'm in the model room. You guys, the beautiful thing is it is so big and it is so bright. The lighting is so good in here. I'm super jacked about that. Hi, Riley. Hi, Jana. Hi, Rebecca. Hi, Jen Poole.
Hello.
Hi. Hello,
Mhm.
Jen. Okay, let's see. Oh, it's about that time, isn't it?
It is.
Okay.
Jen, are you on a computer or a phone?
I'm on a
Me, I'm on my computer.
You're on a computer.
Yeah.
Does your screen share work?
Yes.
I might need your help because mine is not logging into my computer and Heidi won't be on her computer tonight.
Okay.
Okay. What do you
Um,
need?
so we're gonna do my shop stuff. So I was just gonna have you log into that when we can get to there in a second. But so I'm on here twice, and the second one where the picture won't show is my computer. It won't load.
Oh.
And so I'm supposed to share my screen, but it's not working. So I might have to share your screen and just do it on your page. Your MyShop is set up, right? Okay.
I believe so. It's just our website, right?
Yeah, did you ever go in and add any pictures or anything like that?
Just a picture of me, right? Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna send
It's a
you
little bit different.
I'm gonna text you my login information and I'll have you log in as me.
Okay. Let's see, is Kelly Moore getting on?
I haven't talked to her today, so I'm not
Okay.
100% sure.
Okay,
I think
okay.
so.
Dennis is out there rocking out, putting chairs together, putting tables together. Is it too
Okay,
loud? Can you guys hear it?
we
It's
can't hear anything.
okay, good. I'm in I shut the door in the model room, so
Yep, it's doing good. Okay, so
okay.
we're gonna figure this out. This will be really good on the site training because then I really get to do it like screen for screen.
Yes, yes, yes. Well, you guys, should we go ahead and jump in? I know Sam's getting on. I think April's getting on. Um, let's see, Heidi's on. Um, as you guys know, so we are on Zoom tonight. We have training for the next 3 weeks on Zoom. And then we're hoping to do a homecoming that first Tuesday in May, whatever that date is. I think it's the 6th. Let me look. Let me look. To do like a big kind of open house party. Yeah. So on May 6th, ooh, we should do it's May 5th. We should do a Cinco de Mayo party. That might be fun. What do you guys think?
I'm all about tacos.
Let's do Cinco de Mayo. Let's make it a party. Okay. I'm gonna mark it in here. Okay. All right, I got it down. So we're gonna be doing that hopefully because they let us get in today, but it's a non-exclusive entry. They're still working on a few more things in here. But I know that, the way Dennis and I are going, we're going to have it, done sooner than later. So we are planning on doing that on May 5th. That'll be our first meeting here. And we'll do a little announcements or recognition, but there won't be any training. It'll be more just gathering. And you know what I'm encouraging everybody to do, if you have any team members, even if they're not active, even if they don't normally get on the meetings, to invite them to come and join us in person, and so that we can share our vision for what we're doing here. All right. So, but pretty much until then, so tonight And then on the 21st and the 28th, we have Zoom meetings, and we're going to continue to do our training on Zoom. Once we start doing meetings here, we will be doing Zoom. And then if you guys want to Facebook Live it, we can also Facebook Live it for people. I'll leave that kind of up to you, because what we've been doing right now is Heidi will cut out the training portion and put it on a YouTube channel. But for, consultants who would rather get on Facebook Live to join the meeting that way, I think, if we could do both, maybe we can do both. So I'll let you guys let me know what you think about that. But also coming up on the 17th, just this week, is a preferred customer program enrollment deadline for the new summer products. I just got my box. I haven't even opened it yet. Did you open yours, Kelly? Okay, I'll open mine soon. It's been in transition. So, and then May 5th, Friday, May 5th is a very special date with the directors for March and April qualifiers. May 10th is Mother's Day. I would like to do something in the middle of May as far as some kind of a brunch or some kind of a, in honor of Mary Kay's birthday, which is May 12th, maybe some kind of, mother-daughter facials or generation party. We don't have a date. We haven't really talked about it, but I'd like to get something going now that I kind of know that we're going to be able to be in this space. So we'll get something planned on that. And we have such a better space to do these kinds of things. I'm so excited. June 18th is our next quarterly awards, area-wide. And we're going to suggest to the directors that we do that here because we have a big open space that we can do that. Annual unit awards. I am going to shoot for July 5th. I was thinking I might need to change it, but I'm going to try to have everything ready before I go to Sandpoint, and then we'll go ahead and do that on Tuesday, July 7th. That will be here, and date with the directors in July. For May and June qualifiers is going to be on July 11th, and that's going to be off-site. That's a Saturday. Seminars. And I would say, it says the 8th through the 10th, but I would say 7th through the 10th because you're going to want to get there the day before day 0. April promotion is we're continuing on with Seeing Faces, 15 faces, 5 shares. You earn a really cute little bag charm, 30 faces and 10. You get a portable pink charger for travel. If you do both, you do 45 faces and 15 shares, you're going to earn both. So practical, cute little prizes that everybody can use in their business. So weekly accomplishment sheets. Shelby Thompson turned hers in. She had 0 in sales, but she did turn her accomplishment sheet in. Got to visit with her just a little bit. Really, really enjoyed the trip. It was fast and furious, lots of fun things working with Rebecca and Shelby and different events. We shared the opportunity with a few people. My sister came down. We did a glass facial. Rebecca did amazing, and we did marketing, and even Heidi had some guests there. So it was a very full time. And then I went to Sandpoint for a couple days and got to see Katie Mann. She came. So we're going to try to get up there a little bit more often to meet. We have a lot of consultants in the area, but it was great to see Shelby. Jana Longtime on the go and reorders $338. Way to go, Jana. I feel like that is kind of like your average, kind of that's your low week. So congrats on staying consistent with your Star Consultant weeks. Rebecca, parties and reorders. She had a $430 week. Even with all the different focuses all over the place, I forgot my pom-pom is here somewhere. So way to go, Rebecca. I was there, I think, for some of it. And I know for a fact she's going to be having at least 1, if not 2 new team members joining. And then Heidi, you guys ready for it? Wait for it. She had a $924 week. So she said it still averaged out with lower sales and higher sales. It averaged out to be $100 a face, and there were times when it was more like $160 a face. So, sometimes it can be disenchanting if you have a party where there's no sales, or they're like, "Oh, I'll get back to you and I'll let you know," and all that kind of thing. But it just is all about the follow-up. So, way to go, Heidi! Almost $1,000 week. That is pretty awesome. And for Cadillac, our unit, we're at 45,551. So we're a little bit, again, falling a little bit short. But again, we got our best 2.5 months ahead of us.
I was just going to say, did you not get mine?
Wait, I don't see it on here. Oh my God. I totally jumped right over you, Jennifer. Oh my gosh. Okay, Jennifer, you guys. Second runner up, she had a $358. I'm so glad you said something. I don't have my glasses on right now. But she had a $358 week. So online and reorders, and Jen also got a new recruit this last month. So was that anything new, Jen, or just your typical on the go? Did you make some
Most of it
phone
was
calls?
reorders, but one of them was a customer that wanted to get some stuff for a sorority that does, it was one of the fundraising groups that I do stuff with. A sorority had done some stuff with the fundraiser, and so she wanted to give them some thank you gifts. So did a bunch of charcoal masks and stuff like that for the sorority
That's
in
a
Pullman.
great week. 358 week. And was that all, was that mainly just, did you actually do, you didn't do any faces? So like about how many hours would you say?
Oh, I would say all of that was an hour total.
Oh,
I
about an
mean,
hour. Okay.
yeah, because it was reorders and then, yeah, stuff for the fundraiser. So, yeah.
Fantastic.
You
Fantastic.
guys, our new person is on. I want everybody to say hi to Angie since she just got logged on. Sorry to
Angie.
interrupt. But yep, that's
Hi.
Hi,
Angie
Angie.
Weston. We're going to introduce her in a minute.
Oh, are you on Kelly's unit, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay,
Yes.
well, I'm going to go ahead. So congrats to all of you, Heidi, Jen, Jenna, Rebecca. Fantastic weeks, you guys. We're getting up there to those good, consistent high weeks, and that's what it's all about. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Kelly Dart now.
All right. Okay, ladies, I would like you guys to meet Angie Weston, and she is on Kelly Moore's team. And I didn't tell her that she was going to get to answer any questions tonight. So I'm going to do a spotlight on her on another day. Nope, I won't do that to you tonight. I just want everybody to meet her to say hi. We're going to do her debut, not this Sunday, but in a like 2 week Sunday, right? I have the
Yes.
date written down. So she's new on our in our beautifully inspired area, and she is here tonight to get some good training and learn all the stuff about MyShop. Kelly Moore isn't on just yet, Angie. She might be at play practice. I'm not sure. I haven't talked to her today.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
we are going to go ahead and get into recognition. Last week we had really good things happening, but nobody turned in their weekly accomplishment sheets. So we're going to get on those girls about that. Angie, you're excluded because I haven't taught you yet.
I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah. So recognition for us for last week is pretty simple. I know stuff was going on. I know Kelly's tracking for doing her April promotion for seeing the faces, and Jackie is getting ready to get active again and keep going. We've done some coaching, and so I know good things are happening out there. We just didn't get anything sent in this week, so I guess it was quick for our recognition. On our way to our new training tonight, we're going to do this really cool virtually. So we are going to train on MyShop tonight, the importance of MyShop, why all of us need it, why we need to get it active, and all the good things that come along with that. So Jen, my awesome recruiter, is going to help me with sharing her screen because mine is not working. So she's going to log on to the InTouch page, and then we're going to navigate through the screens to show you guys how to get your MyShop set up. And then I've got some other things to talk about. Both of the handouts I'm using tonight, I posted on the Facebook page today in files. And a new announcement came out on our e-commerce platform today. So I went ahead and posted that on the Facebook page as well.
All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
Tell me where to go.
All right, so Jen is signing into the InTouch page as me. And so she's right there in the MyShop platform. So when you go into your main page, you're going to start on your home page and you're going to go to Business Tools and MyShop. And so she's in the MyShop Manager, which is where you can edit stuff. So if you look to the left-hand side of things where it says active and you kind of go under there and there's a list, those are the different links of things that you can set up on your MyShop so the customers will get to see certain things and certain things will be highlighted. So for training purposes and for anyone who doesn't know this, MyShop is our website. So whenever we become consultants, we get to have a MyShop page. And so that's the www.marykay.com/ and then whatever you choose your or your website name to be. So for mine, it's KDART1. So if anybody was ever to go on the website, that's the web page I would give them. If they don't have the / and the extra stuff, they can go to marykay.com and just search for you as a beauty consultant. That's an option, or by phone number. So the page that Jennifer is showing us right now is like our back office stuff and how we would make the stuff be visible for the customer view. And then we're going to show you what the customer sees after we've put all of the stuff in on this screen the way that we want it. So I'm going to do the same exact screens as Jennifer if I know how to navigate you forward. So give me 1 second as mine is loading. And we're going to click on So go ahead, we're just going to go down the list. So let's start with the profile details. So profile details is where you have an opportunity to do kind of like a very generic or a very short, I guess I should say, not generic, iStory. So under the general information where it says personal message, I put that in there and I typed what I wanted it to say. And that's just kind of like a really good overview. So your people who get onto your page are going to be able to see a little bit about you. And one of the things that's really important with the MyShop experience is Mary Kay is a global brand that is recognized all over the United States and the world, but we want people to have a shopping experience and like become our customer because they resonate with something that we have that maybe another Mary Kay consultant doesn't have. So this is how you're going to highlight yourself. So you have kind of a way to show people who you are and what fun you have, things that maybe you're interested in, and so people can find a commonality with you. So it's very simple. It says, as my customer, you can create your ideal beauty experience. I offer personalized services that fit. I offer personalized service that fits you. Just tell me if you'd like a one-on-one consultation, a party with friends, a virtual party, makeup tips, skincare advice, or free samples. You can always try before you buy. If you prefer to shop online only or order by email or phone, the choice is yours. I'd love to help you with any and all of your beauty needs. Let's talk. Okay, so that's pretty simple. As you keep scrolling down the page, it's talking about our social media profiles. So I've gone through here and I have linked all of my social media platforms with the URL, and I will show you guys how to find that if you don't know how. So once you're a customer and you're on my page, you'll see these links and you can click on them and it'll take you to my social media pages. And then as you keep kind of scrolling down, I only know how to speak English, so that's the only one that's highlighted. And then you're allowed to pick up to 6 specialties, things that you would specialize in within your business. And so I picked the 6 that I feel the most confident in. And then you have your preferences on what you want to display on your page as far as, personal information. Some people don't want their personal information listed there, and that's fine. You can turn those buttons off. So I do have my city, state, and zip code displayed. I do have profile information. I do have the join my team button, which means if somebody ends up on my page, they could join and become a consultant. And I do have the connect with guest customers who make a purchase. And so what that one is that's like if they don't register for your website and they want to just do it as a guest, I still have a way that they can connect with me later. Okay, so that's pretty much that page. Once you have it all set the way you would want it, you would just go ahead and hit save and publish. And we'll go ahead and scroll back up and go down to the next the next one down that says profile photos. And that one's pretty self-explanatory. It's a photo for your profile. And this is the one that I have picked to put up there. I think that one was taken at Christmas time or so. And then as you scroll down, you have a background image. And that is going to show up in social media. On Facebook, it would be like your cover photo. When you're looking at your social media in that way, this is what that picture is going to be. So I picked the one that had the makeup, which is the products. And again, once you've got that set the way you want it, you would hit save and publish. So we'll go back up to the one that says personal photos. So you have 6 photos that you're able to post that your customers will see. And you want to post stuff that show them who you are in your life and what you do, not just with Mary Kay. We want people to kind of have something that they can get acquainted with you. Maybe they'll be like, oh, I have dogs too, or oh, my favorite color is purple as well. So I have a picture of my husband and I have a picture of my dogs. I have the picture of me that I used as my profile picture for a while, where I have my arms up for like muscles. I have a picture of my sister and I in the Bahamas. I have a picture of Kelli and Jackie with me on the stage at Career Conference. And then I have a picture of a really pretty purple cake. And the purple cake is supposed to be showing you that I'm obsessed with the color purple, and that's what my cake's going to look like when I become a national. So after you enter all those pictures, you can put a description with it. I thought the description showed up on the site that the customer sees. It doesn't, at least where I haven't found it yet. And so I guess this description is just for us on the back end. So then again, you would hit save and publish. The next one down is your Stripe account. I don't know if it's going to let us click into that. It might want Jen to sign into that. I don't know. We'll try it. But Stripe is the program that we use to collect credit card processing. So what'll happen is that will, oh good, it did let it load. So it'll show you right in here if you have any money in Stripe, which is kind of weird because it deposits the very next day to you automatically. So you really should never show a balance in here. But I guess if you had something that went in today, you could see a balance because then it'll post in your account tomorrow. So if we go down, does it show any details? Okay, it shows, so all the way down where Jen is right now, it does show the 2 that I've had go through so far. So I've already set up my bank account with them. And then those are the 2 ones that have gone all the way through the MyShop setup. So I have made, it looks like, what is that, like $72, $73 through MyShop? Okay, so we'll scroll all the way back up. And when you go to links and downloads, the most cool thing I think about this page is the contact card. So you can save a contact in a computer, and I don't totally understand all the technology behind all of this, but if I save my contact card information, then customers can see it and they can download it into like their own address books on their side. So what we're going to look at on this page is we're going to go ahead and click on the one that says My Shop, and it should take us to the actual Mary Kay page. Maybe we have to put it in a new browser and then paste it. Let me double check. Hang on. Okay, yep, so copy it. It should copy it and then open up a new tab and then paste it, and it should take us right to my page. And it might take us to Jen's because she's probably logged into that, but it doesn't matter which one we go to. Up at the top after the marykay.com, if you want to do /KDART1, and we'll see if it loads the right way.
There you are up in the top left corner.
All right, so go ahead and click on that and hit view profile. All right, so here's all that stuff that we just magically put into the MyShop manager so we can see what the customer sees. So as you kind of scroll down, you'll see that I am Kelly Dart. I'm an independent sales director in Payette, Idaho. There's my phone number, my email address. I speak English. There's the 4 tabs for the different social medias. It looks like I'm advanced in product knowledge, and my specialties show up over towards the right above the pictures. It does show you the 6 pictures, and then out under the pictures, it shows you my the thing that I wrote. And then under that, I don't remember which tab it was that I picked my favorite product because we just missed that in the last screen. But I just highlight 4 products on here that are like my favorites or my best sellers, just so people can see like the top ones at a glance, all within one page. So that's what your My Shop will look like. And again, so the point of this, you guys, is so when people log in or go online on any of your social media platforms and they like click on your page, or you give them your website, or they just go to marykay.com and they search for a beauty consultant in their city and they come to this page, we want our e-commerce, our My Shop page to be personalized so people have a chance to kind of get to know us, because some people are doing everything virtually and that's totally fine. But this is just another way for them to get a glimpse into who Kelly Dart is or who so-and-so is within the different organizations. Okay, so I'm going to stop for a second and see if there's any questions because I haven't looked at the chat yet.
I love all your pictures.
Aren't they fun? I had a
Yeah.
great time putting those all in there. Let's see, Jen, if you click on the one that says Facebook above the pink one that says join my team, I just want to show you how it scrolls to the next screens. So then this does take you to my Facebook page. And so you could see stuff that I've posted. So it works really well for customers. It's really seamless to go through and it takes you right there to the page. So if they were like wanting to get to know me a little bit better or see what kind of stuff I post on social media, that's how they would be able to do that. So all of those tabs are there and clickable when you have gone in there and set them up. So that's kind of what my shop looks like. And then I kind of want to talk a little bit about why we do my shop. What's the whole reason that this is such a big deal right now? And kind of talk a little bit about that because some people don't know for sure what it is or why it's so important. So the first part I want to kind of talk about is we are in, you can stop sharing your screen if you want, Jen. I'll just talk for a second. The company that we are with is Mary Kay, and we are a direct selling company. And there are different regulations and different things that we have to adhere to be able to stay a direct selling company. One of the things that is in a regulations requirement these days is the company needs to be able to prove that we have real customers buying products. We have a way that we can order products and we can have inventory for ourselves and to supply our customers in person. But we also need to be able to show the regulators that we have real customers going on to real websites and really ordering products. So the big push right now for the MyShop isn't to take away anything from our in-person customers or the experience or the customer service or the relationship side of our business. It's just a tool to enhance our business. And then it helps the company prove to the regulators that we are doing the things that we say that we're doing. So there are people that are maybe going to go to your website and order stuff and they may not register with you. They may just sign out as a guest or go all the way through as a guest, and you don't get that information. There is a way to find it, and I will share that with you, but because tonight is more about getting it set up and the whys for it, I'm not going to share that particular fact right now because I just don't want it to get too much of information going through. So I'm just going to go through a couple really quick, like the FAQs on the, like about my shop, like why are we doing this, how, all those things. So My Shop and My Shop Manager are the personal website and the My Shop manager is your back office, how we get everything set up so the part the customer sees is what we just showed you. Um, you don't have to use MyShop. There is no requirement. Mary Kay will not fire us or do any of that kind of stuff if we do not set up a MyShop account. However, I really recommend anybody who wants to have a business set it up. And even if you're just doing personal use, like if you just signed up to be a consultant for getting the discount and buying your own personal products, you're like, I don't really want to sell. I'm just doing it for the discount. I still encourage you to set up an account because people talk to people, and everybody who starts using the Mary Kay products, you know, our skin starts to change. We start looking different. We start feeling better. We start looking better. Our skin looks better. Our makeup looks better. And people ask like, oh my gosh, what are you doing? You look so great. And it's just an automatic way to be like, oh, I'm using Mary Kay now. If you would like to check it out, you certainly can go to my website. You can buy, and there's no pressure. There's no like ulterior motive or anything like that. It's just a seamless way for customers to get a glance into our world. And so I do recommend it, even if you're just doing personal use or you don't know what you want to do with your business. This is one way to start generating income without really having to do a whole lot, especially while you're training, while you're learning, you're going through all the like modules, you're waiting for your director to get you a debut set up, all those things. This is a really good way to get things going. With that said, however, you want to be really careful and talk with your recruits if they're going to do it as a business, because if they set up their MyShop and they go live and they go active with their MyShop before they place their first active order, it can mess up some of the bonus bundles. So that's our job as the recruiters, as the directors, to talk to our up and coming consultants on how to do the steps appropriately, because we don't want, you know, somebody to get so excited. And this is an actual story that really did happen. That's why I'm using it as an excuse. But there was a consultant that was really excited. She signed up. She did whatever she was told to do with her recruiter or her director. She went on, she set up her MyShop immediately. Her grandma went on and like ordered a mascara from her on her website so she could like have her very first sale, which was awesome. But it then messed up it counted that as her first order. And so then it affected her bonus bundles that she would have got in like the Great Start qualifying period. So it's our job, again, to tell our customers who become consultants that, yes, we can go right away live with this. However, if you're thinking about some kind of inventory or initial order, let's do that first before we go launch the website, so you don't just get a sale and then the bonus bundles aren't available. I know Mary Kay has been notified that this is kind of a hiccup, and some people do it all on their own. You know, if somebody comes out there and like joins my team from seeing my website and they go set up their MyShop before I've ever even got a chance to talk to them, those kinds of things happen. So Mary Kay Corporate is aware of this, and they are working on how they're going to address this long term. But in the immediate right now, until we see an announcement come out differently, we want to really make sure that we have those conversations with our consultants coming up. So that kind of takes me to the next question is, what are the rewards of using MyShop? So again, when a customer purchases from your MyShop, the orders are processed, packed, and shipped from Mary Kay Corporate. They handle everything on our behalf. So if you were a customer that became a consultant, or you're just a consultant starting off and you don't have a lot of inventory, maybe you don't have room for inventory, you're in college or something like that, then MyShop is a perfect way to do it, because you can start getting sales immediately and start getting the benefits of those sales, of course, because we get 50%. And so you're not really doing a whole lot at the front end. The company does a lot of that. I did say 50%. There is a tiered discount. We'll talk about that later. However, I'm just kind of generalizing. They would initially, you know, get this 50% commission. Can customers still order directly through me? Yes, customers can still order directly through us. They just need to call us or email us first. We don't want them to go onto the My Shop and place the order like they used to, and then it would give them a choice if you're going to do it from your customer or your inventory or a CDS, which is the customer delivery service. Everything on My Shop right now auto defaults to my to customer service delivery. You don't have a choice right now. So again, this is another step in when we're talking to our customers and getting them ready to use My Shop. If they are local to you and you do carry inventory, have that conversation with them so they know what's available, but they also know which way is going to work best for them. Because if they're local to you and you have inventory, it saves them $5.95 in shipping, and they can get it same day instead of waiting 1 or 2 days from the warehouse. So there's lots of ways that we can talk to our customers about it and make it work really well for everybody. Next question. I'm just kind of going through the FAQs, and some of them are, I think, kind of general knowledge, and a lot of us probably know this, but there are new people and they'll be able to watch the replay, and so some of them might not know these questions. When a new customer places an order through MyShop, will I receive their contact information in order to do follow-ups? Yes. If they register as a customer, if they do guest checkout, they don't send you their information, but in another training, not tonight, we will show you how to get that information. Any questions? Yes, go ahead.
I
Denise?
left a little message for you. Just can you share about how they will need either another Stripe account or ProPay or Square or something else to be able to process non-MyShop orders? Although
Yep.
I'm telling a lot of my clients, hey, Venmo me if they can. If they want to use a credit card, you're going to have another. So I wanted to have you talk about that.
Yeah. So what Denise is talking about is prior to MyShop launching, we used a company called ProPay, and we could do our credit card processing through ProPay. And ProPay had a really handy app that you could manually enter their information or their card. You could get one of those little card readers and swipe their card. And that works really great. And that was awesome. Stripe is a little bit different for us, and we're still learning how to navigate all of that. There is a way to do the Stripe account with an app and do all those same kind of features. We're still learning that process, and I honestly don't have it finalized myself yet. So what I know is at this point, I'm still having people use Venmo, or I'm keeping my ProPay active for another couple of months until I figure out the Stripe thing. So if you've never had ProPay and you're just getting started, then this is where you would definitely want to talk to your customers about that. If they want to do Venmo or Zelle or like PayPal or Facebook Pay or any of those kinds of ways that you can get paid in another way for like a local pickup. If they want to pay check or cash, that's fine too. Checks always need made payable to you, not Mary Kay. And so those are the ways that we're going to kind of navigate through this payment system as we're learning the new Stripe. The cool thing about Stripe is it does deposit it into your account immediately. ProPay held everything until you automatically transferred it. Heidi has figured out the Stripe thing, I think, right? The Stripe account is super easy and set up and self-explanatory as you move through. Okay, awesome. So I'm probably going to do that tonight, you guys, after the video, and go through the whole Stripe setup with the app and everything. And I'll probably go order something on my own page to see how all that works. And Heidi said, I think if we have any questions, we can ask her. Chat goes by so fast, you can't even see it.
So I thought you could only use Stripe if you were actually going through the shop.
That's what we were initially told. And now we're finding out that there is a way to do it on the app. And I haven't processed it myself that way. Heidi has. I don't know if she can come off mute and talk about that a
Yeah,
little bit.
it's not actually, so Jana, it's not actually the same Stripe account as your MyShop. You're going to have two Stripe accounts. One is your personal Stripe and one is Mary Kay's Stripe. And you're going to be using your same social security number, so they're going to be linked together. So when you go to sign up, you're going to go to stripe.com setup, like it's like sign up for a new account. And you're going to type in the same email address that you
Okay.
used for your Mary Kay account so that it pulls them together. And then inside the Stripe account, when you get all logged in and in there, there's a toggle screen where you can toggle between your MyShop Stripe and your personal Stripe. And so it's like having two accounts, but they're all under the same profile. And then you run your cards through your personal stripe, and then your My Shop goes to the Mary Kay one, and it'll say Mary Kay Ink on it.
So
Oh,
we'll
okay.
probably follow up with more training and be a little bit more specific on that, where we can share screens and walk you guys through that. Um, not tonight, because that'll be a lot of information. So take notes, kind of put it in the back of your mind, and we'll get some training figured out for that so you guys don't get confused. Because I can tell that could be a little bit hard to navigate through. So we'll get that going for you guys.
And then just one thing I could say about that, like I looked at it and I want to say that it's maybe $39 a year or whatever for ProPay. So
Mhm.
you can keep that going. The thing is, Stripe is free, but the processing fees are a tiny bit higher. So I kind of figured with the amount of volume that I do, it's probably going to level out for me, to just go ahead and keep my ProPay active. So that's also an option. They just
Mhm.
don't hold the funds anymore. I mean, they don't, you can't, they hold the funds, but you can't use them to place your Mary Kay orders anymore like we used to. So it
Yeah.
just depends on which way you want to do it.
So I
Do
don't,
you have a ProPay account, Jana?
I got rid of it because my director, my actual director told me that Square, and I don't know if they're still doing it or not, had a promo where the first $1,000 there was no processing fee.
Mhm.
So I switched to Square, and I haven't
Okay.
hit that
Yeah.
$1,000 yet.
Yeah.
So
And I have
Okay.
Square for my other business, so I didn't want to mix it together with Mary Kay. So I went ahead and renewed my ProPay.
Yeah. So we can use Square. Square's an option as well. I think there's a lot of like processing kind of platforms out there, and we can certainly look through those. For right now, to keep things simple, I myself personally am just having my people either do Venmo, cash, or a check when we're local, and then just do the My Shop straight through if they're not local. And that has been hard for me, guys, because I am used to having all the inventory and I'm used to going to the post office and mailing stuff to my people. And I was getting ready to do that the other day. And I was like, I don't know why I'm doing this. I have My Shop. And so I just went on and I did it. I did it through my back office through the My Shop, but I just went on and placed the order for her and it was beautiful. It was seamless. It went so fast. And she got the product actually, I think she got it a day faster than it would have got there normally, like when I ship it from my post office. So that was actually really cool too, because then it ended up being faster for her.
but,
Um,
but don't you find that pirate ship is a little bit cheaper than five
um,
95? I found that it's a little cheaper, especially if you're only mailing like mascara or something, it's cheaper than the 5.95.
it might be, but my time is more valuable than that. And so a
That's
lot of
true.
times
That
I
is
just
true.
go ahead and do it from my shop because it's faster for me personally. But obviously, every person we want to do what's the best for them. And just starting out a business, you want to get the most profit out of, and the most bang for your buck right away. So definitely, if it's cheaper to do it through pirate ship,
Mhm.
you can do that. Oh yeah, and then by the time you like print your label and you have to buy the packaging and all that kind of stuff, it can actually be more expensive, but whatever works for you, that's the beauty of our businesses. We are in business for ourselves, but not by ourselves. So that was just a little free tip I've heard before from my director.
Can I interrupt and ask a question you may have already
Yeah.
answered, but I am curious. And I did the square just like Jana because it was no fees for a month or whatever.
Mhm.
Um, how are we tracking the fees that my shop is collecting, like what we pay for the fee?
Mhm.
How do we track that? Because when I went on the website through my Mary Kay In Touch and then go to the My Shop, there isn't any place there that shows a report where you can actually download what you've paid in fees.
Mhm. So Heidi says we're going to get what did it say?
Like a report.
You will get a Stripe report at the end of the year. So there's got to be another way we can do it monthly. And I don't know, the ones, I don't know if you were on yet, April, but there was a screen. Jen, can you go back to the one screen that, if you're still got it up, that showed on the InTouch side, so our My Shop Manager side. and do the page where it showed the Stripe account, and then we scroll way, way, way far down and it shows the payouts. The best thing I can say at this moment without knowing the for real answer is to figure out the difference in the math on that with, because we're going to know what the tax is, we're going to know what the shipping is, and then whatever was deposited would be, you could like manually figure out what that fee was until we find out a better answer than that.
Also, April, if you, even though you didn't set up your own personal Stripe account, if you go to Stripe website and like sign up like with an account, like with your email address and your password and everything, even if you don't set up a personal one, you can still see your Mary Kay one. And that one has all your reports in there. It's kind of like how we logged into ProPay to see all of our ProPay stuff. You can do the same thing with Stripe.
Perfect. Awesome.
Well, I had tried that and I couldn't get logged in for some reason because it kept, for whatever reason, I couldn't get logged in. So I did
Okay.
try. And I figured out, how to manually do one at a time. I just was hoping that there was a report that we could do so that, yeah.
Yeah, I agree. That
Okay.
would be a lot easier than us manually doing it ourselves. I was just looking to see if the update they did today says if that one was one of the things included. Let me look really quick.
Thanks for letting me interrupt. That was one thing that I was trying to work on a couple weekends ago and
It
couldn't.
looks like there's reports that are being set up. So I think there's got to be a way that we're going to be able to figure that out, because certainly we're not going to be the only ones that have this question. So
Jen, if you scroll down just a little bit, does it say sign in to see your details? Go back up a little bit. It's like a pink button. I think right there, that's where you would sign in.
okay.
And then you're going to see all the specific details in the reports.
Okay, you can click on that, Jen. I think the password and the sign in are the same as what I gave you for my InTouch. And I can give you the code if it sends a code. Nope, it's not loading. Okay, my code is 706232. All right, I'll let Jen navigate because I don't know any of these screens yet.
And what she's showing, is that the MyShop through InTouch?
Yeah.
This
Yes.
looks so different from what I was thinking when
Yeah,
like what the
it's way
Stripe one
different than
looks
the
like.
Stripe app. So we'll probably pause on that and come back to it once we have a better idea. But April, when you're on My Shop Manager on InTouch, on the left-hand side, there's the list of options. We went to the one that says Stripe account, and then you scroll way down.
Thank you. I thought I had done that, but they must have updated if it looked,
Yeah. There's new updates that are coming like weekly on this My Shop stuff, because some of the stuff didn't go the way they thought and they're enhancing it and stuff. And so we're just kind of looking for updates. And I just happened to see the one today, thank goodness, right before the training went. So okay, I'm gonna finish going through the FAQs unless we have any more questions. So just interrupt me if anybody has a question. I'm just gonna keep going. We're at 7:19 until we have most of our time taken up. So number 7 was, we kind of just talked about that with the payment side of things. Do I need to handle inventory or shipping through my shop? We've kind of just now talked about that one as well. Can I track sales from my shop? Yes, we do have reports for that. You can track the sales. Those we know how to get to. So it's Mary Kay InTouch, Business Tools, My Customers, and your dashboard. And then you're going to go to view my sales volume. And again, I'm going through this kind of quick because I posted the FAQ so you can go back and read them. So we don't take up the whole long time on the YouTube platform for the training one. Can I sell online and ship from my own inventory? No, that is where things are different. So that goes back to in our old world, we could do that and the customer would just click send it from my inventory instead of CDS. So CDS stands for Customer Delivery Service. And now we don't differentiate between the two. Anything done on my shop automatically is is the customer's delivery service. So again, that's where we're going to have the conversation with our customers. For newer people signing on, this is almost kind of like a blessing in disguise. You don't have to know what happened before. You just get to go forward with this way. So us that have been there a little bit longer, we're the ones that are kind of going through that transition. So for the newer people, I feel like it's kind of exciting. You guys don't have to deal with all that from before. Do I have to collect sales tax on my orders initiated through MyShop? MyShop will do that for you. So one thing that's really cool about Mary Kay, and this has always been the way that it is as far as I know, is that they collect the tax up front for us. So we don't have to deal with that ourselves in like a business way where you'd have to either pay quarterly or yearly taxes. So in the beginning, Mary Kay, whatever our retail total is, Mary Kay does collect our sales tax based on the state that we're living in or we're shipping the order to, whatever their sales tax is, and they handle that for us. So that is something to keep in mind if you are doing discounts or sales or whatever. Mary Kay doesn't know what we're doing. So all of us are charged the tax based on the retail price. So any kind of discounts or anything that we do like that, we need to calculate the tax accordingly, which is off of the retail number. Now, if you give the customer a discount and you're like, I don't feel like she should pay the full retail price in taxes, then you can give her a discount on the taxes, which comes out of your commission. Just understand that that would come out of your profit, but it's okay to do that. Okay, I'm going to pause for 1 second. We have 8 minutes left and I want to make sure there's no other questions. And then I also want to talk about the Social Security information and the reason that needs to be there and why your MyShop won't work until that's in. So I'm going to pause for a second and do questions, and then we're going to talk about the Social Security number. If anyone else has anything. And I know this is a lot of information, but we're going to have it posted in several places so we can come back to it.
Will it be like ProPay where we get a tax form from Stripe?
Yes, at the end of the year, we will get like a tax form. I think it's like a 1099 something or what's it called?
1099 NEC.
Yeah.
NEC?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll still get that at the end of the year from
Okay.
Stripe, just like we did with ProPay. And probably they'll have like a way you can, get it like downloaded or get the digital version if you don't want to wait for
Perfect.
the mail. Okay, so that kind of leads me into the Social Security information. So again, for anybody who has been in Mary Kay prior to the MyShop launching and didn't get everything switched over by the December 15th deadline, you could have an issue with MyShop if your Social Security number is not entered. So before MyShop, consultants were able to sign up to be a consultant with Mary Kay, and it was not required to submit a Social Security number until they got to like a certain level where a tax form was created. So there are consultants out there that had never entered in their Social Security number. We were directed and given directions on how to get that entered before MyShop launched. And if people had not done that yet, and they're trying to get their MyShop to load, they might get an error message. And so the easy way to fix that is on your In Touch. You would be on your normal In Touch, and over on the right-hand side, you'd click on your profile picture and you'd go to your account, I believe is what it says. Go to My Account. And that's where you would enter that information. There have been some people who have had errors with their Social Security number. And what I have found out personally, because one of my consultants actually had this issue, is the reason that she had an error was she had been a consultant like 15 years ago. And so when she was trying to enter her social security number, the system was giving her an error because that social security number was attached to a different file from like 15 years ago. And so she just had to call Mary Kay, and the customer service people just helped her get that. So they ended up merging the two accounts together. And it took her, I think, 24 hours, and then her MyShop was active and everything was fine. So sometimes when a customer is signing up on their agreement, they maybe don't remember. I mean, some people might not. They might not remember they did, or they might not think it's relevant to put that information in there. If we're having conversations with people and they're telling us things, these should be things that are going to trigger us to have that conversation up front with the customer, becoming a consultant. But if it happens, it's an easy way to fix it. But until that is entered, there is no MyShop availability until their social security number is entered. And I know there's a way that they're doing stuff for the people who don't have a social security number. I know there's like people who are in our country for different reasons and they don't have a social security number. With the new government regulation, stuff could be changing. So my information by this time it comes up could be different, but there is, it's called an I-9. And I just know that from my banking world times. There's another way to do it if they don't have a social security number. Hopefully we don't have to come into that kind of an issue. But if there's something that does come up, we just want to call Mary Kay and have them help us through that. Any other questions? Did I explain that well, Heidi? Is that how you wanted me to do that? We talked about this earlier and that's come up a couple times for us. Yes, okay. She says yes. Okay, so there are a few more FAQs. You guys can go ahead and go on the Facebook page and look at them. You can go on In Touch and find them. There is one other document that I did post on the Facebook page, and it is the how-to on processing returns. And this is really a good tool. So I hope everybody goes in and finds it, saves it, or downloads it, or prints it, or whatever, because we will have customers that will want to refund or replace something. And this is going to help you do that. Instead of me reading all of this, I'm just going to let you guys go get it yourself and download it. And again, when this comes up, if you have any questions, reach out to your director, or we can always call Mary Kay ourselves and get that done. But there is a way to do a product replacement and a product refund there, where we refund, the company will refund their money. And all of that is, specifically if they're doing a MyShop order. If it's a replacement or a refund that we did out of our personal inventory, there's still a different way to do that, kind of similar to how we've always done it. This document is specific to MyShop orders.
Can I bring something up, Kelly? It was kind of,
Yeah.
sorry, my laptop was dying. I had to go find my cord. There were a lot of people that I had, like last month when I was having a few of the people that I had join had been consultants before. And so that social security number thing came up. And, sometimes, people get a little bit paranoid about giving that out to Mary Kay or to anybody anywhere. Mm. And it's just something that they have to do. Otherwise, there is an actual scenario where they would be taking taxes out in case Mary Kay were paying commissions and things like that. So just to avoid all of that, I just tell people it's perfectly safe. Mary Kay's not going to sell that to anybody. But also the other thing they do is they merge it with their old consultantship. And so if you're using a social security number and they have that they were in before, and especially if they don't know their consultant number, that happened to almost everybody that I had rejoin last month. I think 3 of them had been at Mary Kay before. So just keep that in mind, that it's just something that Mary Kay has to do. Otherwise, they may be required to take out taxes. Mm-hmm. It's not even Mary Kay, you guys. This is all the regulatory agencies that are making things, just really cracking down on the way that we do direct sales nowadays. So Mary Kay is just doing everything they can to stay in compliance so we still have the company that we do. So I just wanted to share that.
And some of the regulatory compliance stuff are coming from other countries, you guys. And I know that that's one of the reasons that we're out of one of the countries that we used to be in. The regulatory requirements changed and were different in that country than what we had currently been adhering to. And so for a while, they're out of that country. They may be able to launch later when they're up to their regulations, but that's kind of why stuff like that happens. And so we know Mary Kay is taking care of us, and we know that they're doing everything the right way and for the best way to help us and to keep us long term here for like, you know, the next 60 years and stuff like that. So if you do have somebody that's concerned about that, or they're shy about putting their information on the internet, that's totally fine. That's what we're here to do. We want to talk them through it. We want to explain things to them, show them the reasons. You know, if they're still uncomfortable with it, we have ways that we can do that with calling Mary Kay. There's lots of ways to get around that. That's why we have a business about relationships, which kind of brings everything back full circle to us. This is the whole point of our business, is that we want to have relationships with people and our customers and get to know them. And when we ask these kinds of questions and we're there to help troubleshoot anything that might come up for our people, then, you know, they're going to learn that they can trust us. They're going to learn that they can come to us and that our company is above board and we are doing all of the things the right way. And that Mary Kay's going to be there and they have our back and they're going to take care of us. So with our closing tonight, I do have a cute little why I trust Mary Kay inspiration. And I'll post this later. It's just on Pinterest. So every formula is tested for safety, stability, and performance over 500,000 different tests each year. Our products are developed with dermatologists, ophthalmologists, and scientists. More than 1,600 global patents show a commitment to innovation and not copycats. That was a big thing of why we had false people buying stuff on fake websites and stuff with fake products. Mary Kay never tests products on animals and follows strict safety standards. The Good Housekeeping seal has been awarded dozens of times to the Mary Kay products. Every product is backed by a 100% satisfaction guarantee, which again, for our new people, that means that if we have a customer purchase something from us and they want a full refund, we can give them a full refund and Mary Kay will give us the money back. It's just a little bit of a process to do that. We are still family owned, 3 generations strong, led by Mary Kay Ash's grandson, Ryan Rogers. Our products are made to be effective for real women, not just models and influencers. And all of our stuff is made in our manufacturing plant in Dallas, Texas. And it has the zero landfill award that we are taking care of stuff. We're taking care of our planet. We're doing all of the things to make everything so good, and we won't have a carbon footprint ruining our earth. So those are things that are important to a lot of people. And if you don't know, you don't know. So now you know, and you can go share that with your people. Okay, we're 3 minutes over, so I'm going to wrap her up. Anybody else have any questions or anything else they want to say?
Thank you, Kelly. That was so good. Thank you, Kelly and Heidi, for just clarifying all of that, answering all those questions.
Yeah.
Yes, you guys were great. This is April. I was going to just say, if your client or your customers have an issue with their social security number, let them know that if you think about it, Mary Kay collects the sales tax that from the sales that our MyShop does, and then they submit it to the state that it should be collected for. If we're selling in 10 or 12 states, if we didn't give them our socials, they would make us collect the sales tax, and then we would monthly and quarterly have to submit that sales tax to every state that we sell in. Mary Kay does that for us. We don't have to deal with any of it.
Thank goodness.
Right?
Yeah.
I just wanted to share that because I don't know, like help them to realize this is for you. So
Yeah.
you don't have to do quarterly or monthly state filings, which I used to do, and that's not fun. So anyway.
Right. Yeah, me too. That's the whole reason that we hired a bookkeeper for the hardware store, because I was not a good bookkeeper.
You just chose to put your energy somewhere else. That's all.
Yeah, because I'm not a D, I'm an I.
Anyway,
So
thanks for letting me share that.
absolutely. Heidi, when you go to edit this video, there's a few minutes at the beginning that you'll want to edit out because it's me looking like a dork trying to figure out the two platforms working properly. So when we get it on YouTube, hopefully that'll all be gone. So they're not like, who's this weirdo? Angie, I'm so excited that you stayed on with us, and I can't wait to do some training with you, and we'll get your debut done, and we'll get you all set, and you're going to start rocking and rolling with us.
Yes, I am. I'm super excited.
Okay, we're going to talk after, not tonight, but we're going to talk, and we're going to go get you all ready to go, and I will do a customer or a consultant spotlight on you, but I'll give you the questions ahead of time so you won't be surprised. I'll never do that to you.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. All right, ladies, have a great evening.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Bye. Love you guys.
Thank you.
Love you all.
Bye.
Bye.